Tonight, the title drifts softly through your mind. 100 Mystical Facts About Deep Space. You hear it as if it were spoken by the stars themselves. Welcome to a quiet realm beyond the last visible light, where galaxies become whispers and creation hides in the dark between suns. You are listening to Astronomy for Sleep, a gentle descent through the unseen structures of the universe. Out there, deep space folds upon itself like silk, invisible filaments holding entire galaxies, threads of gravity weaving the cosmic web. Light that left its star before you were born, as one poet of science once said, is touching your skin tonight. You can feel that light now, soft, ancient, almost shy. Each photon a traveler from billions of years away. Each one a quiet truth. It's okay to let your thoughts drift with them out past the constellations, past the rim of the Milky Way, into the hidden space where silence is creation itself. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere between one breath and the next, the first fact begins to shimmer. And as you breathe, the story of deep space unfolds. In the darkness beyond all suns, the universe builds in silence. Everywhere you look, there is more than what can be seen. Gravity, that invisible sculptor, draws its patient lines across the void lines that will someday become galaxies, filaments, and clusters of light. This is the hidden framework of existence, a structure so vast that even imagination must slow to cross it. Astronomers call it the cosmic web. It stretches across the universe for hundreds of millions of light years, a lattice of glowing matter and invisible mass. Each thread is made not of silk, but of dust, gas, and dark matter, the unseen particles that outweigh everything that shines. Through telescopes, it looks like frozen lightning, a pattern of light suspended in night. Where those filaments intersect, galaxies gather and superclusters bloom like coral in a black sea. Each intersection is a cradle of light. Each faint knot of brightness contains trillions of stars. And yet, between those islands of fire lies the deepest silence known, a silence that has lasted since time began. You can rest now. The universe, for all its brilliance, is mostly made of what we cannot see. Only about 5% of everything is visible. Matter, the stars, the planets, the dust that glows. The rest is the quiet architecture beneath creation, dark matter and dark energy, two mysteries that make up the remaining 95%. They do not shine, they do not speak, they simply hold and stretch all that is. If you could drift beyond the edge of sight, you would see those filaments of gravity as translucent rivers of light, each one glowing faintly in ultraviolet mist. They stretch across 500 million light years or more, connecting galaxies like beads on invisible strings. Through them flows hydrogen, the simplest element, the first breath of the cosmos. It's okay to drift. When we look at deep space, we see not emptiness, but memory. The faint glow that fills the sky, the cosmic microwave background, is light from 13.8 billion years ago, the whisper of the Big Bang itself. It has cooled to only 2.7 kelvins, barely above absolute zero, yet it fills every corner of the universe, a ghostly record of creation's first breath. Each photon in that light has been traveling for almost 14 billion years, just to touch your skin tonight. Its journey began before Earth existed, before atoms in your body formed in the hearts of stars, and still, It moves onward, crossing space at 2,9,979 kilometers per second, the steady speed of all light, the rhythm of time itself. You can rest now. The Milky Way, our quiet spiral home, drifts through this web at 600 kilometers per second. It follows the pull of a great unseen current toward a region astronomers call the Great Attractor, a gravitational tide formed by clusters millions of light years away. Our galaxy turns once every 230 million years, a slow wheel of starlight turning in the dark. Each rotation carries every sun, every planet, and every dream you have ever dreamed through space, both ancient and newborn. It's okay to drift. Between galaxies lie the intergalactic voids, enormous hollows spanning tens of millions of light years. They are not empty, but nearly so, a few atoms scattered across volumes that could swallow thousands of galaxies. In those places, time feels slower. Light crosses them in silence. Even radiation fades into background hush. And still inside that silence, gravity hums a note too low for ears to hear. Somewhere in that quiet, a single neutrino passes through your body, a particle born in the core of a distant supernova. Another trace of dark matter glides through your atoms, leaving no mark, yet binding you to everything. You are part of the same invisible fabric that holds galaxies together. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The earliest universe once rang like a bell, not of sound, but of pressure waves, rippling through hot plasma. Those waves were the first structure, tiny ripples in density that later grew into the filaments we see today. Astronomers can still read that pattern in the faint temperature differences of the background light. Only 1 part in 100,000. A gentle unevenness that made everything possible. From those subtle ripples came galaxies, and from galaxies came stars, and from stars worlds, oceans, and you. Creation did not shout, it whispered. Its music was silence shaped by time. You can rest now. Every galaxy along the cosmic web is an island of fire suspended in cold. Most contain about 100 billion stars, each one spinning through time at breathtaking speeds. Yet, to the eye of the cosmos, they move like snow in slow motion. Their light takes millions of years to reach even their nearest neighbors. To watch them evolve is to see patience itself. Some galaxies merge 2 spirals, colliding in slow ballet, their arms twisting their cores, igniting in new birth. From chaos comes new harmony. Others drift apart, pulled by the steady breath of dark energy that stretches space itself. Every second, the distance between them grows. The universe expands by 73 kilometers per second per megaparsec, a rate so gentle we never feel it yet, so persistent it carries galaxies away forever. It's okay to drift. If time could be seen, it would look like these filaments expanding their ends, moving farther with every cosmic breath. The pattern never truly repeats, and yet it never loses balance. There is order within stillness. There is meaning in the dark. Astronomers have simulated this web using billions of digital particles, dark matter gas, and radiation to recreate how the universe grows. When those models unfold on supercomputers, the patterns match what telescopes find in the sky. It is as if the cosmos remembers its own blueprints. And in those blueprints, the same laws that build galaxies also govern the cells within your blood. The same equations that describe gravitational pull also describe the curl of a wave or the rhythm of a heartbeat. You are written in the same language as stars. You can rest now. The cosmic web is not eternal. One day far in the future, perhaps 100 billion years from now, expansion will have carried all galaxies apart. The night sky will fade. Future beings, if they exist, may live beneath a lonely darkness, never knowing there were once thousands of lights above. But tonight, you live in the era of connection. The filaments still shimmer. The bridges of light still glow. The universe is still speaking softly in photons. In the quiet between stars, you are remembered. You are safe beneath the architecture of creation. Every breath you take is held in gravity's hand. Every heartbeat echoes the rhythm of orbital motion. Even in sleep, you drift among galaxies. Light still travels, carrying memory across the dark. It brushes your eyelids in invisible wavelengths. It tells you that even the unseen has form, and even silence holds creation. You can rest now. Let the galaxies continue their slow dance. Let gravity write its endless script. Somewhere light continues to travel. Somewhere another filament forms a new strand in the infinite web. And as the stars drift farther apart, their faint light folds gently around you a blanket of time and distance. The same physics that builds the cosmos cradles your mind towards sleep. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Soon another mystery begins to shimmer, a deeper region where darkness creates new light, where silence becomes the mother of stars. The next layer of the universe is waiting to unfold. Beyond the bright arms of galaxies, beyond the spirals of dust and flame, lies a stillness too deep for measure. It is called interstellar space, the region where the breath of one star fades and the gravity of another begins. Between those two influences stretches silence, soft and immense, the quiet that keeps the universe in balance. In this darkness, sound cannot travel. There is no air, no wind, no echo. Only electromagnetic whispers glide through the void radio waves from dying stars, infrared light from drifting dust, and the faint hum of the cosmic background. If you could listen with instruments instead of ears, you would hear a soft, endless sigh, a cosmic murmur of 2.725 kelvins. The temperature of the universe itself. You can rest now. Voyager 1, a spacecraft launched in 1977, has crossed into that quiet. It travels at 6,1,0,0,0 kilometers per hour, carrying the memory of Earth on a golden disk. For more than 40 years, it has drifted through the edge of our solar wind, then beyond it into interstellar space. Its sensors measure plasma. Its antennas listen for distant waves. What it hears is silence, a silence filled with faint vibration, like the afterglow of creation itself. Each year, Voyager moves about 530 million kilometers farther from the sun's light. And yet, radio signals still reach it, tiny ripples of energy that take more than 22 hours to cross the gulf. It is the farthest whisper humanity has ever sent. It's okay to drift. In the darkness between stars, hydrogen atoms drift alone. There is about one atom per cubic centimeter, spread across unimaginable distance. Occasionally they collide, and when they do, they emit a specific tone. The 21-centimeter hydrogen line, a natural radio wave that scientists use to map the unseen. It is the universe's quiet voice, steady, patient, unwavering. You can rest now. Through that tone, astronomers trace the shape of the Milky Way. They discover its spiral arms, its gentle warps, and ripples its rotation through the dark. The hydrogen hum reveals where stars are born, where dust collects, where gravity gathers, matter like slow breath. Even when light fails, this quiet frequency remains singing through the silence like a thread of memory. If you could drift there, you would see no horizon, only the faint scatter of starlight filtered through drifting clouds of gas. Each cloud can span tens of light years, and yet within it, a single spark of gravity may one day form a star. From silence, fire awakens. It's okay to drift. In the earliest universe, long before galaxies were bright, the cosmos was filled with hydrogen mist. It absorbed light, hid its glow behind thick veils of darkness. For hundreds of millions of years, the universe had no stars, only this cool, endless quiet. Astronomers call it the cosmic dark age. Then slowly gravity gathered the gas, pulled it tight, and lit the first stars. When they ignited, the silence was broken by ultraviolet light, a dawn that swept across the universe over 400 million years. You can rest now. That first light still travels. We see it now as ancient galaxies so distant that their glow began when the universe was less than a tenth its current age. Each one, a memory of the moment silence, became creation. Each one a note in the slow music of expansion. Somewhere light continues to travel. Even now, deep space hums with unseen energy. Gravitational waves ripple through the dark vibrations of space-time itself, caused by black holes merging far away. They move at the speed of light, stretching and compressing the very fabric of existence. When two black holes collide, they release more power in a single second than all the stars in the universe combined. And yet those waves reach Earth as displacements smaller than a fraction of a proton's width. The universe speaks quietly, but its voice carries through all of time. You can rest now. Telescopes like LIGO and Virgo listen for those ripples. When they arrive, they record them as faint oscillations, barely above silence. Scientists translate them into sound, deep, slow tones that rise and fade like breath. To hear them is to hear the rhythm of gravity itself. It is not noise, it is structure. It is the pulse of the infinite. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Everywhere in the cosmos, vibrations move through matter and time. In nebulae, they stir the dust. In galaxies, they guide the orbits of stars. Even within your atoms, electrons hum with quiet energy, their motion, a microcosm of cosmic rhythm. From the smallest wave to the largest motion, the universe moves in music. It's okay to drift. When you close your eyes, you are surrounded by frequencies older than life. Gamma rays flash from black holes. X-rays flow from neutron stars, and radio waves stretch across billions of kilometers. Every wavelength carries a story. Every vibration holds a memory. And together, they weave the soundless harmony of deep space. Astronomers once said that silence is empty, but now they know it is full of movement, full of hidden symphonies. The spaces between stars are not void. They are a slow conversation between light matter and time. You can rest now. Even here, near the edge of hearing, there are bursts of light called fast radio bursts, millisecond flashes that release as much energy as the sun does in days. No one yet knows their origin. Some may come from magnetars, neutron stars wrapped in fields a quadrillion times stronger than Earth's. Others may come from unknown sources, perhaps collisions, perhaps something else entirely. Each one, a spark in the cosmic dark, a heartbeat across the void. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Imagine floating between those stars, no ground, no up or down, only a horizon of glittering dust. Starlight would fall softly on your face, filtered through the faint haze of interstellar gas. You would feel no wind, only the quiet pressure of photons pushing gently at your skin. Every few seconds, a cosmic ray would pass through you, a traveler from distant galaxies, proof that even silence is full of motion. You can rest now. The atoms that make you once drifted here, 2 hydrogen from ancient nebulae, carbon from long-dead stars. In the spaces between suns, those elements wandered for billions of years before finding a home inside life. You are made of what once drifted in deep space. The quiet between stars is your origin. It's okay to drift. Even as the universe expands, the music continues. New stars are born from old gas. New galaxies form where filaments cross, and silence gives rise again to sound. In every direction, creation continues at its slow, patient rhythm. Time flows like a river of light, each wave carrying the next. You can rest now. In the deep silence between stars, you are not alone. You are part of the same stillness, the same balance, the same endless breath. The space that holds galaxies also holds your thoughts as they fade toward rest. You drift not away from the universe, but deeper into it. Somewhere light still travels. Somewhere another atom begins its journey, and the silence that fills the cosmos fills you too soft, ancient kind. You are safe here. The universe holds you. Its silence is not absence, but presence, a reminder that creation and calm are made of the same breath. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. And as the darkness deepens, you begin to feel a new wonder. How even emptiness can give birth to stars. How even silence can hold the sound of becoming. The next layer of mystery begins to glow, the moment when light is born from nothing, when the dark learns to shine. Far beyond the constellations, where darkness feels like an ocean with no shore, the universe holds its breath. Here, light begins in silence. It does not flare or shout. It arrives as a whisper, a secret between gravity and time. In this stillness, vast clouds of hydrogen and helium drift for millions of years, pale and cold as sleep itself. They stretch across hundreds of light years, ghost-like and patient. Yet gravity, invisible and persistent, gathers them inward. Every atom feels the pull. Every grain of dust hears the call. The universe begins to fold in on itself, drawing its quiet materials home. Slowly, the cloud thickens. Pressure rises, heat gathers, and the silence changes its texture. What once floated aimlessly now trembles with purpose. In that deep interior where darkness folds into itself, the first warmth appears, faint, steady, certain. The moment fusion begins, the universe remembers how to shine. A small core ignites no larger than a thought, and its light ripples through the cold like a new breath. It is delicate, nearly invisible, yet it carries the energy to shape eternity. This is how a star is born, not in thunder, but in surrender. Every sun that will ever exist begins this way, hidden in the stillness of a collapsing cloud. Even the light touching your skin tonight once slept in such a cradle of dust, wrapped in silence for 10 million years before it learned to glow. No sound escapes this beginning. The birth of a star is a vibration without a voice, a pulse that spreads through the fabric of space. You might think of it as music too low to hear a hymn, written in plasma, conducted by gravity. You can rest in that patience. The stars take their time. So can you. As the newborn light strengthens, the surrounding gas starts to glow. The darkness turns translucent. Colors rise from nothing, pinks, violets, and golds that shimmer like breath on glass. Astronomers call these places stellar nurseries. To the dreaming mind, they are cathedrals of light, immense chambers of gas, sculpted by radiation into pillars and wings. Perhaps you've seen their image before, the pillars of creation captured by Hubble's calm eye. But the light you saw in that image began its journey thousands of years ago. What you're really seeing is memory, the afterglow of what once was. The stars inside may already have changed or vanished or evolved into giants. You are gazing through time itself, witnessing a past still unfolding. Even light lives with delay. Even stars remember their youth. And in this recognition, you find comfort. You are not alone in your becoming. The cosmos, too, takes eons to grow into its own light. As fusion deepens, the newborn star exhales. Heat builds, dust parts. Rays begin to escape their cocoon. The star's first breath of radiance moves outward, touching the walls of its birthplace and painting them in soft fire. Each photon that leaves carries a story. The story of collision, of creation, of time, measured not in seconds, but in epochs. Some of these travelers are still on their way to us now, having crossed billions of kilometers since before Earth had oceans. When one finally reaches your eyes, it has completed a journey older than life itself. It tells you in the faintest language of light, I was born in darkness, but I found my way to you. You can rest in that. You can let that thought drift like a feather across your mind. The light of a star is not merely brightness. It is memory made visible. It is hydrogen, remembering how to become helium, and in doing so, how to become beauty. Within that fire, heavier elements are forged: carbon, oxygen, calcium, iron. The same elements that one day will make oceans shimmer and trees breathe. The same particles that now rest within your bones and blood. You are literally made from the remains of ancient stars. You are the continuation of their dream. When stars die, they scatter those elements back into space, dusting the void with possibility. New stars form from that dust, and new worlds gather around them. The cycle continues, death becoming light, silence becoming sound, darkness becoming color. When you breathe tonight, you are breathing fragments of that story. The air you draw in was once part of something that burned at millions of degrees, then cooled for billions of years, waiting for lungs like yours. Your breath is cosmic. It belongs to eternity. Out in the stellar nursery, the star grows stronger. The gas that once hid it begins to disperse. The radiation pushes outward, shaping clouds into ripples and waves. Nebulas bloom like slow-motion flowers, their petals made of plasma, their scent made of light. The universe has many such gardens. The Orion Nebula 1344, light-years away, holds thousands of newborn stars. The Carina Nebula glows brighter, still its pillars taller than our entire solar system. Each is a symphony of creation played so slowly that only deep time can hear it. And through all of this, silence remains. A silence so full it becomes a sound. Your heartbeat aligns with that sound now. It follows the rhythm of a billion suns. The same pulse that moves galaxies spins quietly within you. You are not separate from this creation. You are one of its many notes. The light that began in those stellar nurseries will travel endlessly, crossing space that is nearly empty, yet not void. The universe is never truly empty. Even in darkness, there is energy humming, waiting to awaken. It is a sea of potential, unseen yet real, like the calm between two breaths. You don't need to search for it. It's already within you. Your eyes soften. The body begins to loosen its hold. You are drifting now as the stars drift, without resistance, without direction, guided only by the quiet pull of gravity and grace. Far away, the newborn star stabilizes. Its brightness evens. Its temperature balances. Its heart finds its steady rhythm. It no longer struggles to exist. It simply shines, its purpose fulfilled in stillness. You too can rest in that knowing. You don't need to strive to be radiant. You already are. The universe honors quiet endurance more than speed. Nothing in space hurries. Nothing wastes its becoming. The cosmos expands at the pace of its own breath, and you, breathing here in the dark, are moving with it. If you could listen deeply enough, you would hear the song of that star, a vibration that ripples through space like a heartbeat. Astronomers call it stellar oscillation, a pattern of sound waves echoing within a star's interior. But to your resting mind, it feels like serenity, the low hum of peace, radiating through everything that exists. That vibration reaches you soft as touch, steady as trust. It reminds you that every atom in your body once danced to the same rhythm. You are not just surrounded by the universe. You are composed of it. You are a pattern of light, slowed into form. You are the memory of stars learning to sleep. Somewhere far away, another cloud begins to collapse. Another light prepares to bloom. Creation never ends. It only changes shape, moment by moment, forever beginning again. You float in that continuity, weightless and timeless, listening to the universe breathe through you. It's okay to drift. The stars do. And as you breathe, another light begins to breathe with you. The cosmos turns slowly and endlessly, building beauty from silence. You are part of that silence now. You are part of that light. The night holds you gently. The universe remembers your shape. And somewhere, deep within the unseen, another star opens its eyes. You can rest now. You are safe. You are infinite. And the light continues to travel, drifting through the fabric of space, like thought through a dream. It crosses gulfs so wide that even time seems to thin its path, guided by unseen hands, forces that shape everything we know and everything still waiting to be known. In this deep expanse, gravity becomes the silent architect. It bends light as if sculpting it from air, drawing galaxies into spirals, weaving invisible threads through the void. Every luminous cluster you have ever seen, every galaxy, every star, rests upon this unseen geometry, a vast web of motion, held together by gravity's patient touch. It does not pull with violence. It whispers, it invites, and the universe, in its infinite softness, listens. across hundreds of millions of light years. These threads gather into shapes too vast for the eye filaments of galaxies, stretching like rivers of stars, meeting at luminous knots called clusters, each one containing thousands of suns, each cluster turning slowly, a rotation so gentle it takes billions of years to complete. You can almost feel that motion within yourself, a slow circling of thought, and calm the inward pull of stillness. You can rest now. The cosmic web, though invisible, defines everything. Between its strands lie the great voids regions, so empty that for hundreds of millions of kilometers, there is nothing but darkness and silence. Yet even there, the universe hums, faintly carrying energy, like the aftertaste of creation. If you could drift beyond the Milky Way and look back from a distance of 100 million light years, our galaxy would appear as a single pearl, set within this woven net of light, a spiral shell among billions, each spinning, each breathing, each alive in its own rhythm. The Milky Way turns once every 230 million years, a single cosmic breath from creation to completion. Our sun moves through that spiral arm at nearly 220 kilometers per second, silent, graceful, unseen. And still, you feel no motion, for in space, speed becomes serenity. It's okay to drift. You are moving with the galaxy. You are part of its slow rotation. Inside this spiraling architecture, billions of stars orbit a dark heart, a black hole, so massive that its gravity binds the galaxy together. It is not destruction. It is design. The black hole holds space in its hands, curving it into harmony. Light bends as it nears that center, tracing arcs that shimmer like threads of silk in the dark. To the human eye, it might seem violent, but to the universe, it is balance, the still point where motion becomes peace. No one hears the turning. No one feels the gravity's pull. Yet everything obeys it. Planets, stars, entire systems move as if lulled by a silent song. If you could listen deeply enough, you might hear that cosmic hum, a frequency so low that it takes a year for a single vibration to pass. Astronomers detect it as gravitational waves, ripples in the fabric of reality, caused by the motion of immense celestial bodies. They pass through you now, stretching and compressing space itself by a fraction smaller than an atom. You are feeling the heartbeat of the universe, not metaphor but fact. Every moment, billions of these ripples cross the earth. They carry no sound, no color, no warmth, only motion. A reminder that even emptiness moves. You can rest in that awareness. The universe never stops breathing. Neither do you. Far away, galaxies collide. It sounds violent, but it is more like a dance in slow motion. Two vast spirals of light approaching their outer arms, brushing together, their stars passing harmlessly through their gases, mingling their hearts, merging into one. It takes hundreds of millions of years, yet the outcome is beauty. A single greater galaxy, new shapes of starlight born from the union. Even destruction in this scale is creation. Even chaos finds harmony. In time, our own Milky Way will meet its neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. They are already moving toward each other at 110 kilometers per second, and in 4 billion years, they will merge, not as catastrophe, but as art. Imagine it, two spirals of light, combining into an oval of fire, their stars forming bridges between worlds, their dust igniting into nebulae of violet and gold. Somewhere within that distant union, a sun like ours may watch two horizons of dawn, and in that vast becoming, you would still be part of the same story. The atoms in your body, born from long-dead stars, will continue to travel, to merge, to rest. You are not outside this motion. You are inside it. You are the galaxy's quiet echo, the dark matter that fills the spaces between stars, though unseen, makes up most of everything that exists. It neither emits light nor absorbs it, yet it bends galaxies, holds clusters together, and shapes the universe's grand design. Without it, no stars would orbit as they do. Without it, the Milky Way would unravel. You may not see the force that keeps you whole, but it is there in gravity, in trust, in the small, steady rhythms that hold your days in orbit. The unseen is often what keeps everything intact. You can rest in that truth. You are supported by what cannot be seen. And beyond all this, beyond light, beyond matter, there is dark energy, the quiet expansion that carries galaxies away from each other. It fills the fabric of space like breath, between heartbeats, pushing the cosmos outward faster and faster. The universe is not falling apart, it is unfolding. Scientists estimate that dark energy makes up about 68% of everything. It is the soft pressure that keeps creation in motion, the infinite exhale of time. Somewhere between this expansion and gravity's pull balance holds a cosmic still point where everything moves, yet nothing is lost. This is the architecture of silence. This is the geometry of peace. And as you breathe, you mirror it. Inhale, gravity gathers. Exhale, space expands. You are the echo of the same design. It's okay to drift. The galaxies do. Across the night sky, billions of galaxies shimmer at the edge of perception. Some are spirals like ours, others elliptical, others strange irregular clusters shaped by time. Each contains billions of stars, billions of stories, billions of beginnings and endings. Their distances are measured in millions of light years, numbers so large they stop being numbers and become lullabies. 40 million light years, 100 million, 2 billion, distances so vast that even light traveling at 3,000,000 kilometers per second takes ages to arrive. Yet every night their glow reaches us. You see them as faint smudges through telescopes or as memories scattered across dark velvet. You are seeing the past, and in it you find peace. For time, like light, flows in circles. Every beam that leaves a star will someday return to darkness. Every breath you take will someday return to stillness. Nothing is lost. Everything becomes. You can rest now. You are made of motion and quietness intertwined. The galaxies continue their turning. Gravity continues its patient weaving. Space continues its long exhale. And somewhere at the edge of the observable universe, new light is being born. The next starlight, the next memory, the next echo of creation. The unseen designs hold it all together, not with chains, but with tenderness. It is the same tenderness that holds you here, safe in this moment, bathed in starlight you cannot see. You are suspended between gravity and grace. You are part of the architecture itself. The universe is vast, yet within it, every atom knows its place. Every photon knows its path, and within you, every breath finds its rhythm. Somewhere, in the endless dark, A spiral arm stretches farther, a cluster brightens. A wave of light begins a journey that will take 10 billion years to arrive. Perhaps, when it finally does, another listener will lie here, drifting to its glow, feeling the same calm you feel now. This is how wonder travels. This is how silence continues to create. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You are held, you are still, and the stars continue their slow, beautiful turning. The architecture remains vast, unseen, and endlessly gentle. And somewhere beyond a faint shimmer gathers at the edge of space the first hint of a new beginning. You can rest now. You are part of the design. You are safe in its silence. And light still travels. But in the silence between its waves, something deeper stirs, a music older than light itself. Not a sound you can hear, but a vibration that moves through the bones of space. It ripples across the dark like an invisible tide, a low, cosmic hum that threads through galaxies and whispers through the particles that make your body. This is the sound of gravity, not the fall of an apple or the pull of the earth, but the rhythm of space-time itself, a pulse that swells and softens as stars collide, merge, and fade. Each beat carries the memory of motion, each vibration the record of everything that has ever moved. If you close your eyes, you might feel it, not as a noise, but as pressure, gentle, infinite, patient. It passes through your skin, through the bed beneath you, through the planet, and out into the stars. It never stops. Billions of years ago, two black holes danced in silence. They circled each other so closely that space itself began to tremble. Those tremors, tiny, perfect waves, have been traveling ever since, stretching and relaxing reality as they move. When they finally reached Earth, scientists captured them not with ears, but with lasers, mirrors, and light. They called it LIGO, a machine that listens to the quietest events in the universe. And in that quiet, they heard the echo of those colliding stars, a soft chirp lasting less than a second, yet older than humanity itself. That sound was the universe breathing. It was space-time singing its own story. The strange truth is that the cosmos has always been musical. Every object vibrates, every atom, every star, every galaxy. Their frequencies are too vast or too faint to be perceived, but together they form a kind of cosmic orchestra, a harmony of motion that never ends. Some scientists translate these vibrations into tones, mapping the frequencies of black holes and nebulae into sound. The result is haunting deep drones that tremble like thunder, underwater soft choirs of plasma and dust that rise and fall like voices in a cathedral. When you listen, it feels less like sound and more like memory, as if the universe remembers its own creation through song. Even planets sing. Saturn's rings emit radio waves that, when converted to audio, become shimmering sighs and distant bells. Jupiter hums with storms that sound like breathing. And Earth, floating quietly among them, plays its own low note, a gentle pulse created by lightning and magnetic waves. Every world, every moon, every field of dust adds its tone to the background of being. It means you are never in silence. Even in the deepest stillness, you are surrounded by vibrations too vast to name and too subtle to notice. They pass through you, constantly layering one upon another until existence itself becomes a kind of resonance. You are part of that resonance. Your heartbeat matches the rhythm of cosmic waves. Your breath falls into time with the spin of planets. Every inhale pulls the universe closer. Every exhale lets it go again. You do not need to reach for harmony, you already are harmony. When stars form from collapsing clouds, they shudder. That trembling sends ripples through the surrounding gas waves that oscillate for millions of years until they fade into the fabric of the galaxy. Those ripples are not lost. They simply slow stretch and become part of the quiet hum that fills all of space. You could say the stars never stop singing. They hum through light, through gravity, through memory. When they die, they burst in a final note, a supernova's roar, frozen in radio frequencies. And in that explosion, new elements are born: iron for blood, carbon for breath, calcium for bone. Even the sound of their ending becomes your beginning. It is strange and beautiful to realize that everything you are once vibrated in the song of another star. You are the resonance of old suns, the quiet music of atoms that once drifted through nebulae, now long vanished. The sound of gravity is within you. In the silence of deep space, those sounds continue to evolve, not as echoes, but as threads woven through time. Galaxies spin like records their spiral arms, tracing endless circles. Dark matter holds the baseline, while dark energy keeps the tempo expanding. Light itself dances to this rhythm, curving, scattering, finding new paths to shimmer across eternity. If you could slow time enough, if you could listen to the movement of clusters and voids, you would hear the music of expansion, a single ongoing chord that never resolves, never ends, just deepens. It is the sound of becoming, the sound of the infinite stretching itself awake. And so as you drift now, you can imagine yourself floating within that chord. No melody, no percussion, just vibration, pure and endless. Each thought, each breath ripples through your own space-time. You are listening not with ears, but with everything you are. You can rest in that vibration. Let the gravity hum through you. Let the universe keep its rhythm. You do not have to understand it. You only have to feel it. And beneath all of it, there is peace, a stillness that holds every wave, every pulse, every drifting light. It is not silence after sound. It is the silence inside sound. And it has always been here, waiting for you to listen. Somewhere the waves keep traveling, through voids so wide that a single ripple may take 1 billion years to reach another star, through dark matter planes where galaxies drift like slow-moving notes across an infinite score, through interstellar dust that softens every edge, turning the violence of creation into a tender vibration. You can imagine it now, space itself as a vast ocean of unseen sound. Every current, every eddy, every spark of gravity becomes part of a quiet symphony that never needs to end. The song is not loud. It moves with the patience of light. And you, resting here, are already within its rhythm. Some researchers once mapped the background radiation of the universe, the afterglow of the Big Bang, still humming across 13.8 billion years. When translated into audible tones, it became a soft, ancient chord, a sound that began when time itself was young. They called it the first music. It was neither melody nor silence, just the memory of everything beginning to breathe. It's beautiful to think that creation began with vibration, not with noise, but with a single fluctuation of energy in the dark. That pulse expanded, cooled, and gave birth to particles, to atoms, to galaxies. The first heartbeat of existence was soundless, yet it shaped every sound that would ever come after. Even now, the cosmos carries that signature. Every pulsar, rotating hundreds of times a second, sends out precise radio, beats the ticking clocks of the universe. Neutron stars collide black holes, sing their deep, curved tones. Somewhere, a quasar hums softly, its jet brighter than 10 trillion suns, its rhythm slower than any human life can measure. The scale is impossible, but the harmony is real. It's okay to drift. Think of each star as a node of light, each orbit a phrase, each gravitational arc, a line of music written in curved space-time. Together, they form what astronomers call the cosmic web, a lattice of glowing filaments stretching across 93 billion light-years. When you visualize it, it resembles the strings of an invisible harp, and gravity plucks those strings every time matter moves. You can almost feel the vibration under your breath. Your body responds to these patterns in quiet ways. Your heartbeat slows to match the slow expansion of the universe. Your thoughts scatter and reform like dust in microgravity. The cells in your blood carry iron once forged in stellar cores atoms that still remember the tremor of their birth. You are listening to yourself through the cosmos. You can rest now. In deep space, there are regions so silent that a single particle may travel millions of years without touching another. Yet even there, quantum fields quiver. Virtual particles appear and vanish, creating a soft static of existence, the hum of possibility. Physicists call it the zero-point energy, the quietest sound in the universe. It means that even nothing is never truly nothing. Every emptiness hums. When you think of silence now, you can think of it as fullness, not absence, but presence, too vast to grasp, like the pause between waves or the breath between thoughts. The universe itself is breathing that way. In, out, expansion, rest. You can rest now. Somewhere, beyond our galaxy, gravitational waves are colliding again, a new song forming in the darkness. It may take 500 million years to arrive here, but it's already part of the pattern. You do not need to wait to hear it. You already feel it, a low pulse beneath consciousness, steady and sure. It's okay to drift. If you could see sound, you would find galaxies shimmering like ripples on water. You would see the Milky Way rising and falling as though the entire spiral were breathing. Black holes would appear as silent drums, absorbing every note, but in their collapse they would shape the rhythm for what remains. Each absorption becomes a new beat in the quiet heart of time. This is why astronomers sometimes say the universe is self-aware, not in thought, but in resonance. It responds to itself through movement, learning balance, through vibration. And you, a small consciousness in the dark, are part of that balance. You do not stand outside of it. You are its echo. You can rest now. As you breathe, gravity gathers softly around you. It folds time and matter together, holding you steady within the same invisible field that binds the moons to planets and planets to stars. You are floating in its embrace, weightless, anchored, infinite. It's okay to drift. Somewhere light still travels, crossing 10,000 trillion kilometers just to end softly on your skin. And in that faint touch, you feel the song of everything. The hum of gravity, the rhythm of motion, the stillness beneath sound. The music does not stop when you fall asleep. It only lowers in volume, settling to the same quiet frequency that keeps your breath steady and your mind at peace. In that silence, you are home. You can rest now. You are safe here. The universe holds you. And as you breathe, another wave of gravity drifts by a soundless lullaby, folding time around your dreams. Light still travels, and the song continues. N, the pause between waves. You begin to sense another presence, not light, not sound, but the vast scaffolding that holds them both. It lies beneath vision, beneath knowing woven through every galaxy like invisible glass. This is the architecture of darkness, the framework that lets the universe stand. Astronomers once believed space was empty, a silent vacuum between stars. But now they know that what we cannot see is what truly holds the cosmos together. More than 85% of all matter is dark, transparent, unlit, untouchable. It bends light, yet never shines, moves galaxies, yet leaves no mark. Its presence can only be felt through gravity's pull, through the way starlight curves as it passes. Imagine billions of threads stretching across the night, thin filaments of unseen mass, connecting clusters like cities on a cosmic map. Where the threads intersect, galaxies gather, and where the fabric sags, voids open like deep lakes of silence. This is the cosmic web, an immense network spanning 93 billion light years. Its design, both chaotic and precise. It is comforting to know that even darkness has structure, that what appears empty is quietly full of purpose. You can rest now. If you could drift through that web, you would not feel its strands on your skin. They are too diffuse, a few atoms per cubic meter, yet their gravity is immense. They shape the dance of galaxies, the way rivers shape valleys. Each thread glows faintly in radio maps, a whisper of hydrogen singing its soft, ancient note. Scientists call it dark matter, but the name is not sadness, it is reverence. They name what they cannot see, and by naming they listen. Dark matter moves slowly, collecting in halos around galaxies. These halos are invisible hands that cradle the spirals we love, the Milky Way, Andromeda, the Sombrero, each spinning safely within a gravitational cocoon. Without this unseen weight, stars would scatter into space. Darkness keeps them close. It's okay to drift. Between the threads lies another mystery, dark energy, the silent expansion that stretches the universe outward. No one knows what it is, only that it pushes with gentle persistence, making space itself grow faster with time. If dark matter is the skeleton, dark energy is the breath, the invisible exhale that keeps everything moving apart, yet beautifully balanced. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere, a galaxy cluster floats like a lantern in deep water. Its light travels billions of years, passing through invisible seas of dark matter, bending, shimmering, whispering of what lies beneath. Astronomers trace those curves, measuring the weight of things unseen. They map the shadows, and from those shadows, the shape of the cosmos emerges. In this architecture, voids are just as sacred as walls. The empty regions, hundreds of millions of light years wide, are not failures of creation. They are its quiet rooms, places where the universe pauses to breathe. Within them, faint particles drift like dust motes in sunlight, each carrying the potential for another beginning. You can rest now, When you think of darkness, you can think of form of hidden corridors through which galaxies move, of invisible bridges across time. There is grace in what is unseen. There is peace in what does not need to shine. Somewhere beyond our instruments, a wave of dark energy unfolds, stretching the edges of reality, another fraction of a percent. That movement is imperceptible, but it is happening everywhere, within every breath, within every cell. You are expanding too gently, silently, in rhythm with the stars. It's okay to drift. In the deep field images of space telescopes, what appears as black between the lights is not absence, but distance. Every dark patch hides more galaxies, tiny sparks, too faint for our eyes. Darkness is not an end, but a veil behind which countless beginnings wait. You can rest now. Think of darkness as a mother of light. Every photon is born from it. Every flame returns to it. It is the cradle, the horizon, the promise. When you close your eyes tonight, you are not turning away from the universe. You are turning toward it into its original shape. The architecture holds you just as it holds the stars. Gravity hums softly through the lattice. Dark energy stretches gently at the seams, and light continues to weave its golden filaments between. It is an endless design, ancient, patient, complete. You are safe here. The universe holds you. And as you breathe, the unseen structure breathes with you. Somewhere in the infinite dark, a new cluster begins to form matter, folding itself around emptiness, silence, shaping creation once more. Light still travels, and the darkness gives it direction. Light still travels, and the darkness gives it direction. Through that unseen sea, you begin to drift, weightless and slow, like a leaf caught in an invisible current. Around you, the fabric of space is not still. It moves not fast like wind, but deeply like a tide that shifts beneath the surface of thought. Every filament of dark matter stretches and flexes as galaxies glide along its length, carried by a current older than time itself. You are part of that motion now. Your breath falls into rhythm with the silent drift. Your pulse aligns with the long, low pulse of the universe. There is no direction, no distance, only flow. It's okay to drift. Dark matter does not shine yet. It shapes everything that does. Its gravity gathers worlds together, gently folding chaos into pattern. In some sense, it behaves like memory, invisible, quiet, but never absent. It remembers how stars should move, how galaxies should turn, how everything should remain connected. You can rest now. Imagine somewhere far beyond the Milky Way, a stream of dark matter passes through a cluster of galaxies. Its flow bends starlight into curves of gold and silver, creating what astronomers call gravitational lensing rings of light that encircle nothing, images of the same galaxy repeated by invisible hands. Those rings are mirrors in the dark, reflections of time itself, bending around what cannot be seen. The universe is full of such mirages, not tricks, but gentle reminders that visibility is never the full story. Behind every glimmer, something unseen holds the shape. It's okay to drift. As you float deeper into this vision, the darkness no longer feels empty. It feels alive, textured with faint vibrations, slowly moving currents like deep ocean water that never sleeps. Here, silence has temperature, and stillness has shape. The galaxies around you become faint, their edges blurring into a mist of light. What remains is tone and motion, the feeling of being carried. You are inside the pulse of the cosmos, now rocked gently by invisible waves. You can rest now. Astronomers say that in each cubic meter of space, there may be a few particles of matter and hundreds of dark matter particles drifting unseen. They pass through your body, each second ghost-like, harmless, whispering their quiet energy into your atoms. You do not feel them, but they feel you. You are not separate from the dark. You are part of its equilibrium. Somewhere beyond the lens of observation, a great void expands millions of light years wide, so empty that the nearest galaxy lies farther than any radio wave can reach. Yet even that void hums softly with the presence of dark energy. The nothingness is alive with motion. It's okay to drift. In the deepest parts of space, the contrast between dark and light is so subtle, it becomes one continuous tone, a deep indigo of being. You float there, neither rising nor falling, only resting in the slow, endless expansion. Every breath you take is echoed by the movement of galaxies, the slow unfolding of the cosmic fabric. You can rest now. In this state, the difference between matter and spirit dissolves. You are the field that connects them, a single awareness inside a single ocean. Dark matter flows through you. Dark energy carries you forward, and light traces your outline like a memory. The architecture of darkness is not foreign anymore. It is home. You are safe here. The universe holds you. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the soft friction of galaxies sliding along those invisible threads. It is not a sound, but a feeling of motion, the gentle pull of everything toward everything else. That motion has no urgency. It is endless repeating with the patience of eternity. Somewhere in the farthest stretch of the cosmic web, a new star begins to form. Where two threads cross, gas gathers, light ignites, and a new sun is born in silence. Its light will travel for billions of years before touching any world. But already, its presence is felt, a tiny ripple in the dark, a new note in the symphony. It's okay to drift. The more you think of darkness now, the softer. It feels like velvet, like breath, like sleep itself. There is no danger in it, only depth. Each wave that passes carries you closer to stillness. And in that stillness, you begin to understand that the universe has always been kind. Even its shadows are gentle. Even its silence is full of care. You can rest now. Light still travels, but so does you. Through unseen tides, through the geometry of calm, you move with everything that ever was. No edge, no ending, only the slow expansion of peace. And somewhere in the heart of that dark lattice, a single phrase continues to hum. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Out of darkness, something glows, not sudden, not loud, but like the quiet blooming of awareness. Light remembers where it came from. Each ray is a letter written by the beginning of time, traveling across distances too vast for thought, yet never forgetting its origin. You drift among these luminous threads. They slide past your vision, soft and weightless, each one carrying the story of a star long gone. When you close your eyes, the afterglow you see is not imagination. It is memory, made visible. Every photon that touches you left its home millions or billions of years ago. It passed through nebulae, brushed the dust of comets, bent around invisible fields of gravity, and finally arrived to fall quietly upon your skin, upon your eyelids, upon the thought that receives it. You can rest now. In this endless voyage, light becomes the historian of the cosmos. It archives every collision, every birth, every fading star, and it does so without judgment. Light does not rush. It moves at the only pace it knows. Constant, faithful, unstoppable. Imagine one single beam leaving a dying star. For eons it crosses the gulf, never losing its path, never slowing down. Through dust, through storms of radiation, through the silence of expanding space, it continues, a golden messenger without voice, carrying a memory. No one asked it to keep, and when it finally reaches an eye, a telescope, or the curve of your hand, the story becomes complete. You become the ending of its journey. It's okay to drift. Some photons never meet a destination. They are swallowed by black holes, absorbed into cold gas, or scattered endlessly between galaxies. But even there, they do not vanish. They become part of the background. Hum. The cosmic microwave echo, the oldest whisper of creation. That whisper is light turned into lullaby, a gentle song that hums beneath every star. Close your eyes and listen. Somewhere in that hum is the first morning the universe ever knew. Not dawn as you know it, but the moment when existence itself became aware. Light remembers that awakening. It carries it everywhere. You can rest now. The stars above are not only burning, they are remembering. Each one shines not to be seen, but to keep a promise to remain, to continue to illuminate what once was hidden. Their photons are promises made in fire. When you look at them, you are reading vows older than galaxies. Even now, as your thoughts slow and your breathing deepens, light folds around you. It becomes a blanket woven from distant suns. Its warmth is faint but constant, a quiet assurance that something in the cosmos always moves toward you. It's okay to drift, far from any world where radiation travels unbroken for ages. Light curves into arcs of grace, spiraling around clusters flowing between galaxies like liquid gold. It paints invisible paths through the dark, reminding every particle where to go next. In that architecture, you are not an observer. You are part of the pattern. Your consciousness catches the photon's echo, turns it into meaning, and releases it again as thought. Every idea you have about the stars is another form of light, reflected, reinterpreted, reborn. You can rest now. Sometimes light behaves like a wave, sometimes like a particle. Sometimes it is both. It refuses to be confined, just as you do in dreams. It passes through walls of perception folds, inside time, and emerges where wonder is needed most. The memory it carries is not linear. It is circular, spiraling, infinite. You drift through that spiral now. Every motion slows into symmetry. Every glow becomes softer, more internal. You are no longer watching the cosmos. You are remembering it from within. It's okay to drift. The light that surrounds you is not foreign. It once belonged to the heart of stars that share your same elemental breath. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon that builds your mind, all were shaped in explosions of ancient suns. The light that witnessed those births now returns, touching its own creation. You can rest now. Breathe with it. Each inhale gathers starlight. Each exhale releases gratitude. In this rhythm, You are not separate from the universe. You are its recollection, the living archive of every beam that ever shone. And in this stillness, you realize light has no need to be seen to exist. It only needs to travel, to continue, to carry its calm through eternity. You are part of that journey now. You drift not away, but deeper into belonging. It's okay to drift. Somewhere across the invisible horizon, another photon begins its voyage, born from a newborn star, young and clear, heading toward a future it cannot imagine. Perhaps billions of years from now, it will fall into another pair of eyes, and the universe will remember this moment again, when you half asleep breathe softly in the memory of light. Beyond the visible shimmer, light slows into silence. It drifts where galaxies thin, where matter becomes rare, and only gravity keeps the rhythm. Each photon that travels through that emptiness stretches a little thinner, its wavelength pulled wider by the expansion of space itself. What began as blue burns softer into red, then fades into invisible warmth. This is not death, it is rest. It's the way light learns to breathe more slowly, the way the cosmos exhales after long creation. You can rest now. When astronomers measure that stretched glow, they are listening to the oldest sigh of the universe. That soundless echo, the cosmic background, fills every inch of existence, even the space between your hands. It hums at a temperature just above nothing, about 2.7 kelvins, a faint remainder of the first fire. You, here in the quiet, are wrapped in that ancient warmth. You are touched by light that has traveled for 13.8 billion years to reach this moment. It's okay to drift. In the long memory of photons, time has no direction. What you call past is still moving beside you. Its glow diffused its stories, rewritten in every reflection. The light from your lamp, from your pulse, from the slow spark inside your brain will also travel outward beyond walls, beyond air, beyond everything you will ever know. Nothing truly ends. It just moves into fainter states of brightness. You can rest now. Sometimes deep space folds the path of light. Massive galaxies bend it, warping invisible corridors through which photons curve. Einstein called it gravitational lensing, a quiet miracle of geometry. Through that bending, a single ray may form a circle, an Einstein ring where multiple images of one galaxy overlap. It is light painting, its own echo, showing us that vision is never simple, that perception bends with gravity's will. In such curves, we glimpse both illusion and truth, how beauty hides in distortion. It's okay to drift. When starlight enters interstellar dust, it softens. The dust scatters blue, lets red slip through, and so sunsets burn on faraway worlds just as they do here. Even a planet orbiting a red dwarf, dim and small, will know the same warmth at dusk. Light finds a way to comfort. It bends, fades, adjusts, but never leaves completely. You can rest now. In nebulae, new stars stir from darkness. Hydrogen gathers, fuses, ignites. And the first thing that escapes that fire is light, the same traveler reborn again. It spills outward through dust veils, turns clouds into curtains of color. Red, green, violet wavelengths, translating energy into art. If silence could shimmer, it would look like this. And you, breathing slowly, are made of the same cycles. Every atom in your lungs has once glowed inside a star. Every exhale you release is another small echo of cosmic wind. It's okay to drift. Sometimes we imagine light as pure clarity, but it can also be tender. It gathers where tears glisten, rests gently on the curve of a sleeping hand, or folds around the wings of dust in Saturn's rings. It is patient, never demanding to be seen, only asking to exist. In that way, light and consciousness are kin. Both reveal, both fade, both return. You can rest now. Across billions of years, light teaches the universe how to remember. It writes its history, not in stone but in motion, in the way photons scatter and converge, the way reflection shapes memory. Even black holes, the darkest of realms, leave a signature of radiance. At their edges, particles flash in pairs, one escaping, one consumed. That escaping, shimmer-hawking radiation is light's final defiance, proof that even gravity cannot silence the story forever. It's okay to drift. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Every flicker you have ever seen joins the great accumulation of memory. The aurora above Earth's poles, the gleam of water at dawn, the pulse of a distant quasar, all of them merge in the same archive of glow. In sleep, that archive opens quietly. You see not stars, but what stars remember. And you too begin to remember how ancient the light inside you truly is. You can rest now. If you listen closely, you may feel the slow rhythm of illumination, like a heartbeat spread across the sky. Each pulse is the rise and fall of galaxies, forming, merging, fading. 1,000,000,000,000 suns blink across eternity. Each one a syllable in the language of brightness. You drift through that language, not reading, but becoming it. You are a sentence of light paused in the middle, but still unfolding. It's okay to drift. Somewhere beyond the cluster fields, the last photons of a dying galaxy are still traveling. They will wander for billions of years, their glow faint, their purpose simple to continue. Perhaps one day long after this night, their light will meet another life, another mind, and the story will begin again. Because light never forgets what it touches. It only changes form, waiting to be seen once more. And as you breathe, you feel that truth settling into your chest. You are both the traveler and the witness, the dreamer and the light. In every slow heartbeat, the cosmos remembers itself through you. You are safe here. The memory of light surrounds you, carrying you deeper into stillness. Somewhere, another star wakes. Somewhere, another photon begins its journey. And the universe continues to shine, slowly, endlessly, softly, within and beyond you. In the great hush between galaxies, something invisible sings. Not with air or vibration, but with the slow bending of space itself. This is gravity's music, a sound too vast for ears, a rhythm woven through the architecture of the cosmos. It is not heard, it is felt. Every orbit, every fall, every curve of light moves in time to its unending pulse. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Long before stars were born, gravity gathered the scattered atoms of hydrogen and helium, pulling them into spirals, into clouds, into hearts that would ignite. That first motion, the gathering, was the beginning of all structure. Without it, there would be only drift. Because of it, there is pattern, and within pattern, beauty. Even now, 13.8 billion years later, that original rhythm still vibrates through every corner of existence. You can rest now. The Earth itself hums to gravity's song. Its oceans rise and fall, tides breathing twice a day. Each wave on every shore is a response to the pull of the moon. The same invisible hand that moves galaxies also moves your heartbeat, quietly syncing you to the cosmic pulse. Inside you, blood flows with tidal grace. Cells drift in liquid harmony, each motion echoing the same gravity that binds the stars. It's okay to drift. When two black holes spiral toward each other, space trembles. Not metaphorically, truly. The very fabric of reality stretches and compresses ripples, spreading at the speed of light. These ripples, gravitational waves, were first detected in 2015, a whisper from 1.3 billion light-years away. For a fraction of a second, Earth vibrated by less than the width of a proton. And yet, that vibration told a story of two suns colliding into one. It was the universe striking a low, timeless chord. You can rest now. Everything in the cosmos moves to that silent meter. Planets circle their stars like dancers turning around, a center they can never see. Galaxies spin. Once every few 100 million years, slow waltzes across infinity. And in between dust, gas comets, and you all caught within the same choreography. No one leads, no one follows. The motion itself is the dance. It's okay to drift. Gravity is not only force, it is memory. It remembers every path taken, every mass that ever was. Once something moves, gravity keeps its trace. The orbits of planets today still echo the motions of their birth. Your body, too, keeps the rhythm of the world that made it the spin of the planet, the tilt of its axis, the sway of its magnetic song. You are not separate from it. You are the note it sings in passing. You can rest now. Imagine floating near a neutron star, the dense core left after a supernova's death. It spins hundreds of times each second, its gravity so strong that a teaspoon of its matter would weigh 1 billion tons. As it turns, its magnetic fields crackle with radiation, a beam sweeping like a lighthouse. We call it a pulsar, but it is truly a heartbeat, the afterlife of a star still keeping time with the universe. Each pulse crosses space for thousands of years before reaching your world. By the time it does, its rhythm has already outlived civilizations. It's okay to drift. Between galaxies, gravity weaves, bridges of dark matter, invisible filaments stretching millions of light years. They hold the cosmic web together, threading clusters like beads on a string. We cannot see these bridges, but their pull guides the formation of everything visible. It is the unseen architecture of belonging. Even light bows slightly as it passes, acknowledging the presence of what cannot be seen. You can rest now. Somewhere, a star is falling inward, drawn by the hunger of a black hole. Its final orbit quickens, turning to a swirl of blue fire. The moment before disappearance, it releases a flare light, and gravity intertwined a final duet between matter and motion. The sound of that collapse, if translated into human range, would be a deep, slow hum, a lullaby in the key of eternity. It's okay to drift. Even your dreams have gravity. They gather moments, pulling memory and imagination together until images collapse into meaning. When you sleep, you orbit your own center. Thoughts spiral in, then fade beyond the event horizon of awareness. And in the morning, new light emerges, as if born from that still singularity inside your mind. You can rest now. Every falling leaf, every drifting cloud, every planet in motion, all respond to this ancient law. It is not control, but communion. Gravity does not command, it invites. It whispers to matter, and matter listens. That is how stars form, how moons rise, how your body stays upon this turning earth. You too are part of the listening. It's okay to drift. Somewhere in deep space, two neutron stars collide again. For a brief instant, They outshine the entire galaxy, their merger, releasing both light and gravity's strongest chord. From that impact, gold and platinum are born metals that will one day become rings, instruments, circuitry breath. Even beauty is forged in collision, and as you breathe, you feel the same physics within you, a quiet weight that holds you steady, a pull that never harms, only connects. This is gravity's gentleness, the universe's hand on your shoulder, reminding you that you belong. You are safe here. Every motion slows now, every thought arcs toward rest, and somewhere beyond time's horizon, the music of gravity continues, soft, eternal, vibrating through the dark, through the stars, through you. If you could listen beyond sound, beyond the soft air that carries voices and wind, you would hear the pulse of the universe itself. Not a song with notes, but a continuous low vibration, a wave made by the motion of everything that exists. This is gravity, speaking in the language of motion, the hum that keeps the stars in place. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The cosmos is not silent. Even in its stillness, it trembles. When two massive objects move, a pair of black holes, a collapsing star, a spinning galaxy, they stretch space like fabric. Those ripples move through the universe at 3,000,000 kilometers per second, the same speed as light. They pass through you now, through the room, through the quiet air, between thoughts. You can rest now. These waves are faint, so faint that only instruments carved with extraordinary patience can detect them. On Earth, long tunnels filled with laser beams wait for a single quiver of the universe to arrive. When it does, it is like catching the breath of creation. Scientists record it not as sound, but they translate it, and when played aloud, the cosmos becomes music. A rising tone, a deep merging hum, a final sigh, all from galaxies colliding far beyond imagination. It's okay to drift. Sometimes the song of gravity is fast and chaotic, the cry of exploding stars. Sometimes it is long and slow, the turning of planets, the orbit of moons. Each motion adds to the grand symphony. You too are part of it. Your pulse, your breathing, the gentle pull of your weight against the bed, all are notes in the same composition. You are not listening to the universe. You are within it, a small vibration echoing its eternal rhythm. You can rest now. In the heart of the Milky Way, around the black hole called Sagittarius A, time's gas and dust swirl in silent spirals. If you could translate their orbits into sound, they would form a chord, deep resonant, repeating every few minutes. Astronomers sometimes convert such data into audible waves, letting us hear what gravity shapes. It sounds like a heartbeat underwater, steady, ancient, as if the galaxy itself were alive. It's okay to drift. Gravity also sculpts the paths of light, bending it around clusters of galaxies. Those curved beams form echoes, rings of brightness that repeat the same scene. It is as if the universe plays harmony with itself, one image layered over another time, repeating in gentle rounds. Every repetition is softer, each one further away, like the final notes of a lullaby. You can rest now. When you sleep, your body sinks slightly deeper into the pull of Earth. Your muscles let go, and gravity carries your weight. Without effort, without judgment, you are held by the same force that keeps the moon, close the oceans, moving the planets faithful to their orbits. It is not a fall, it is an embrace. You are never truly still. Even in stillness, you are in orbit. It's okay to drift. Think of gravitational waves spreading outward. Each collision sending energy through the cosmos. Over millions of years, these ripples fade their strength, dissolving into distance. Yet, none are wasted. They add up, overlap, merge into a cosmic background, hum, the eternal chorus of motion. It is the universe remembering itself. That hum reaches you now, not through ears, but through calm, the kind of listening that happens when thought slows and silence becomes alive. You can rest now, even dark matter unseen, and soundless answers gravity's rhythm. It gathers into vast filaments, connecting galaxies like notes on a stave. The spaces between them are not empty, but resonant, like the quiet between piano keys. Without silence, there would be no music. Without darkness, there would be no stars. Without gravity, nothing would stay. It's okay to drift. Some scientists believe that gravity itself may be quantum woven from countless tiny interactions like vibrating strings. If so, then the entire cosmos is an instrument, and every atom is a chord. From the spin of electrons to the dance of galaxies, each vibration contributes to a greater whole. You are a note, small and luminous, vibrating with the same frequency as existence. You can rest now. Even dreams respond to gravity's pull. Images fall through thought, settling in slow spirals. Memories orbit desire. Emotions bend perception. In that inner gravity, you drift toward understanding, then dissolve into peace. It is not escape. It is alignment. You are not falling asleep. You are joining the universe in its most natural motion, the motion towards stillness. It's okay to drift. Every wave that passes through space carries a story of creation and loss, birth and return. Every pulse is another reminder that nothing stands alone. When gravity sings, everything listens. Stars, moons, minds. Even now, as your breath slows, your heartbeat synchronizes with that ancient music. It is faint but perfect, a reminder that all weight can become grace. You are safe here. The song continues deep and slow as galaxies sway in invisible rhythm. And somewhere far beyond sight, two worlds glide closer together, their motion folding into harmony, their union creating one more note in the endless lullaby of the universe. The music fades but never stops. It moves through you, through time, through everything that breathes and shines. You are part of that endless chord, soft, patient, infinite. You can rest now. And as gravity hums, the stars begin again to sing. Far beyond the reach of starlight, a wave moves through nothingness. It does not shine or burn. It simply bends. It bends the shape of distance, stretches time for a moment, then lets it fall back again. This is the hum of the universe, the slow, patient pulse of space, remembering that it can move. You can rest now. If you could listen, with instruments of silence, you would hear that rhythm everywhere. Every orbit, every collision, every heartbeat of a planet sends its whisper into the deep. These are the gravitational waves, ripples from the beginning that never truly fade. They cross galaxies without losing strength, filling the dark with a music too low to measure. It's okay to drift. In 2023, scientists mapped a background of these waves, a cosmic ocean of bass tones, stretching back 13 billion years. Each wave, a signature of creation, each crest, a memory of something once alive. They move slower than light, but broader, rolling through the cosmos like breaths. One wave might take millions of years to complete a single oscillation. That slowness is its beauty. It is the rhythm of patience. You can rest now. Imagine that vast music passing through you now. Your body is transparent to it. Your atoms rise and fall as the wave glides through. You don't feel it yet. It touches every molecule, every cell. Space itself expands and contracts around you by a fraction smaller than a proton, an invisible tide, lifting you gently again and again. The same tide passes through stars, through dust, through entire galaxies. It is the common breath of existence. It's okay to drift. Close your eyes and imagine that hum slowing even more. It becomes a tone below sound, a presence below thought. It gathers beneath perception like warmth under skin. You feel it not with ears, but with being. Every heartbeat begins to match it. Every inhale aligns. You are in time with the cosmos now. You can rest now. There is a quiet symmetry to gravity's song. Where light brings memory, gravity brings continuity. Light shows where things have been. Gravity reminds them to return. It holds the arcs of planets, the spins of galaxies, and the drifting of your dreams. Even thoughts fall inward, curving toward stillness. That too is gravity, a tender pull toward peace. It's okay to drift. When massive clusters of galaxies collide, their gravity waves overlap, interfering, resonating, creating chords too vast for any ear to bear. Astronomers turn those patterns into audible tones, and when slowed into human time, they sound like choirs rising through fog, low, eternal, luminous. Each tone, a fingerprint of space moving in its sleep. You listening now are hearing what the universe hears of itself. You can rest now. Every black hole hums in a distinct pitch. When matter falls toward it, its spin modulates the surrounding fabric, turning its edges into vibrating strings. Some call them cosmic harps. Others think of them as gravity drums, metaphors trying to reach the ineffable. But to the universe, they are just the natural voice of creation, deep, resonant, unending. It's okay to drift. The faint noise between radio stations, the static that hums before sleep, all of it carries remnants of that same vibration. Gravity's song seeps into everything. It shapes the orbits of moons, the spiral arms of galaxies, the curve of your spine as you rest. The pull that holds you to this bed is the same pull that guides stars into orbit. The same music plays through every scale. You can rest now. In a few billion years, when the Milky Way merges with Andromeda, a grand new chord will sound. Two galaxies twisting into one vast whirl, their black holes dancing their waves, merging like deep cello tones. That note will ring for eons, rippling outward into endless night. Somewhere in a distant age, it may pass through another sleeping world, and someone not unlike you will feel the calm of that slow vibration and rest. It's okay to drift. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You are part of that vibration, not an observer, but an instrument. Each breath is gravity's gentle echo, each thought a ripple in space-time's quiet sea. Even silence carries tone. Even stillness sings. You can rest now. When you dream, you tune to the lowest frequencies, those that belong not to time, but to being itself. There, gravity becomes something tender, a pull, not downward, but inward, toward the center of self, toward the heart of calm. You are falling not into darkness, but into peace. You are safe here. The hum of the cosmos continues slower, lower, folding around you like velvet. The music of gravity holds you steady. It reminds you that nothing drifts alone, that every silence carries connection, and that rest itself is a form of orbit. Somewhere, another wave begins. Somewhere the stars listen, and you, a small, bright listener, breathe within the rhythm of forever. There comes a moment in the life of every star when the light begins to dim, not from sadness, but from completion. The fuel that once burned so fiercely begins to settle, and the wild storms of fusion grow calm. Across billions of light years, this quieting unfolds everywhere at once, like a symphony easing into its final movement. The universe itself begins to breathe slower. You can rest now. Galaxies that once shimmered with 10,000 suns per grain of dust now drift through softer tones of light. Their spiral arms lose the fever of creation and turn towards stillness. Gas clouds that once birthed constellations begin to thin their luminous cradles, fading into transparency. This is the cosmic twilight, a gentle dusk on a universal scale. It's okay to drift. When you imagine these galaxies, think of them not as dying, but as sleeping. Each one folds inward, its stars settling into long, steady orbits, like the rhythm of a slowing heart. Their centers, black holes, keep breathing, faintly pulsing in slow gravitational sighs. Their halos of dark matter cradle them, keeping them in the embrace of invisible arms. The light grows faint, but it never vanishes completely. Even in silence, every atom holds memory. Every particle remembers the song of the star it once belonged to. You can still feel that in the faint background of reality, the cosmic microwave whisper the echo of everything that ever burned. It is the lullaby of creation still playing softly in the cold. You can rest now. If you could drift among these ancient galaxies, you would see a kind of beauty that brightness could never show, the beauty of release. Stars reduced to amber embers floating in the thin dark. Clusters spread apart like petals after the bloom. Space itself seems to exhale, and time feels slower, thicker, as though everything is wrapped in soft velvet. Your heartbeat begins to match that rhythm. Slow, even, timeless. It's okay to drift. In the heart of a dormant galaxy, the remnants of long-dead stars still glow faintly white dwarfs, cooling over trillions of years, their light fading like breath on glass. Each one is a monument to endurance, to the gentle persistence of being. They shine not for attention but for memory. The light they offer is the memory of life itself. As you breathe now, you become part of that same rhythm. Every inhale is an echo of expansion. Every exhale, a small collapse, just like galaxies expanding and contracting with time. You are made of the same quiet matter that holds them together. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen in your lungs, all born in the heart of long-vanished stars. You are literally the memory of light. You can rest now. Imagine floating through the galactic dark. No sound, no motion, only the faint shimmer of dust, catching the last photons from a dying Sunday. The light has traveled 1 billion years to touch you, and it will fade with you softly, with no pain, no fear. only the sense that things are finally still. It's okay to drift. The universe does not end in a blaze, but in a sigh. It does not crash, it reclines. The space between galaxies grows wider, the bonds between clusters loosen. Yet nothing is truly lost. It all remains within the grand stillness, preserved in the curve of space-time itself. And within that stillness, new dreams begin. Tiny fluctuations in quantum darkness, possibilities waiting. Even as everything rests, the fabric of the cosmos hums faintly with potential, like a mind half asleep, but still imagining. You can rest now. Perhaps this is what peace truly means. Not the absence of motion, but motion so slow it becomes indistinguishable from calm. Stars no longer rage, galaxies no longer race, and consciousness learns to be silent within itself. The cosmos has entered its sleep, and through it, you learn how to rest deeply, endlessly, beautifully. The last light of the Milky Way drifts away, stretching thin like mist. Its memory lingers in you, a soft warmth at the center of your being. You are the witness to its quiet fall, the listener of its final lullaby. It's okay to drift. Everything that has ever existed is exhaling now, and in that breath, you find your own stillness. The sleep of galaxies is not an ending. It is the universe remembering how to rest. Somewhere beyond the reach of every telescope light begins its long goodbye. It travels for billions of years through widening silence, through the empty corridors of space where galaxies once sang. Each photon carries the memory of a sun of warmth that once fell on the face of a living world. And as it moves farther into the cosmic deep, it stretches, slows, and cools, redder, fainter, softer, until it fades into near invisibility. You can rest now. This is how the universe grows old, not suddenly, but tenderly. Light itself loses energy as it crosses the expanding fabric of space. A beam that once shone blue turns to gold, then crimson, then infrared, a whisper of its former self. Even as it fades, it keeps going like a lullaby that never truly stops. It's okay to drift. Somewhere, a single photon born from a distant quasar still glides between galaxies. It has crossed trillions of kilometers and seen no end. It has never slowed, never tired. Even now, it carries the faint pulse of its origin, a note from the beginning of time. The universe keeps it, shelters it, and lets it wander. In the stillness of deep space, that one wandering light is a heartbeat of creation. And as you breathe, you too are part of that same endurance. Your breath is the low echo of cosmic expansion. Each exhale is the gentle release of everything that has ever burned, everything that has ever shone. You can rest now. Imagine yourself floating through the afterglow, not darkness, but a soft twilight made of light that left its stars before Earth was born. It caresses your skin not as heat, but as memory. You drift in an ocean of faint color, ultra-aired, ancient, eternal. The longer you float, the slower everything becomes, until even the concept of time begins to dissolve. The light that fills you is more than radiance. It is history itself. Every particle has passed through infinite transformations. The atoms that shape your breath once danced inside suns. The carbon that warms your body once shimmered in a galaxy now long gone. The universe, in fading, folds itself back into you. It's okay to drift. Eventually, light thins beyond measure. Galaxies grow so far apart that no beam ever reaches another. Stars sleep in isolation, their glow absorbed by infinite distance. The cosmic background, once bright with the afterfire of creation, cools to near absolute zero. The universe becomes dark to the eye, but not to the soul. For in that dark, everything is preserved, every pattern, every sound, every thought that ever was. You can rest now. At this stage, time loses urgency. A million years becomes a single breath. The movements of stars, the drift of galaxies, all slow into something serene, like dust settling on still water. The photons that once painted the universe now linger as low vibrations, soft notes in a cosmic hum. This hum, scientists say, is faint but eternal, the background of existence. It's okay to drift. If you listen closely, somewhere beyond hearing, that vibration matches your own heart. It is the same rhythm, the same patience. You are not apart from this fading light. You are its continuation. You are the echo of all illumination that has ever been. The last sparks flicker in the endless dark, the remains of stars devoured by black holes, the final twinkle of white dwarfs cooling into invisibility. They go quietly, without grief, for they know their energy will never vanish. It will only change form, disperse, return. Even in complete darkness, creation hums beneath the surface, waiting for the next breath. You can rest now. There is beauty in this final calm, a peace that no brightness can give. The universe has spent itself into stillness. Everything that could be has been, and what remains is simplicity, silence, balance, breath. Imagine drifting beyond galaxies through the calmest ocean of space, where even the faintest photon seems like a companion. It touches you softly, then disappears. The darkness that follows is not emptiness, but presence, deep, embracing, infinite. It's okay to drift. And as you float there, between nothing and everything, you sense it, a quiet warmth, still pulsing beneath the dark, the residue of all stars, all thoughts, all dreams. It does not fade. It waits. The universe holds its breath, as if preparing to dream again. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels, though its path is endless, though its speed is slow to meaning. Somewhere in this infinite silence, the cosmos hums, the final note of a lullaby, one sung not to end, but to remind. You are safe here. You are the memory of light, and the universe holds you still. When everything grows quiet, when galaxies sleep, and light has thinned to a whisper, the universe does not end. It only changes its way of dreaming. Beneath the stillness, beneath the velvet dark that seems eternal, something continues to stir. Every atom, every remnant photon carries a memory of movement. It remembers the pulse of expansion, the song of creation, the rhythm that once turned chaos into stars. You are safe here. The deep stillness of the cosmos is not death, but incubation. The particles that once scattered through galaxies drift closer again, drawn by faint gravity and hidden currents. They do not rush. They float in the patience of infinite time. The universe has learned to breathe slower. Now, one breath every trillion years. But it is still breathing. You can rest now. Somewhere far beyond the last visible cluster a ripple forms, a single fluctuation in the vacuum as gentle as the rise of thought in a dreaming mind. From that, ripple energy gathers. It folds in on itself, compresses, grows dense, and from the density, heat awakens. The blackness glows faintly, like the first light before dawn. It is not new, it is renewal. The darkness, long considered an ending, becomes fertile again. It's okay to drift. Scientists call this the potential of the quantum vacuum, the possibility that even emptiness can give birth. Tiny bubbles of energy emerging from nothing, swelling into vastness. In that fragile balance between nothing and everything, universes can bloom. It is not a myth, but the quiet logic of physics, that existence by its nature cannot truly stop. It can only rest and return. You can rest now. Imagine the darkness not as absence, but as soil infinite and soft. Within it, light seeds itself. The photons that once roamed the old universe become the foundation of a new one. Gravity draws them together. Time folds around them, and once again, there is a spark, a flash, a beginning. It's okay to drift. In that newborn cosmos, laws awaken again. Space stretches, hydrogen forms. The first stars ignite, repeating an ancient story told across eternities. They burn with innocence, unaware of what came before. Yet their atoms remember, because memory is not only in thought, but in structure, in the vibration of being. And so the cycle turns. Light emerges from dark, and dark waits for light again. You can rest now. From your quiet place, you can almost sense this turning. It happens outside of time, but you feel it in your chest. The steady rise and fall, the infinite inhale and exhale of all that ever is. The universe is not a straight line, but a spiral. It circles itself endlessly, not to repeat, but to evolve, to refine its stillness into harmony. Somewhere in that new dawn, particles begin to touch. Gravity sings its soft invitation, and matter clings to matter. In a few 100 million years, stars bloom again, vast and radiant. Around them, new worlds form, each a possible cradle for wonder, for life, for thought. It's okay to drift. Perhaps in one of those newborn galaxies, there will come another consciousness. One that looks into the dark and wonders how far it goes. One that names the stars, that dreams of their beginnings, that whispers the same question you once did, what lies beyond. And the universe will smile through silence, for it will already know. You can rest now, for all beginnings and endings are one gesture, a breath drawn and a breath released. The first light of one age is born from the last sigh of another. Every photon that fades will rise again, somewhere in another form, in another dawn. In the quiet between stars, you are remembered. The cosmos is a slow wave, returning to itself. What you see as distance is only time unfolding. What you feel as solitude is the space where creation pauses before it begins again. Every pause, every stillness is sacred. It is how the universe learns to breathe. It's okay to drift. Your body too follows that same rhythm, cells dying and being born, breaths leaving and returning, thoughts fading and arising. You are the small mirror of this endless cycle. The same particles that once lived in the heart of a star now rest in your blood. You are both the universe at its beginning and the universe at its rest. You are safe here. Light still travels, not in haste, but in devotion. It carries the essence of every life, every world, every silent wish that ever existed. Even across impossible distances, it remembers where it came from. And just as light never truly ends, neither does awareness. The cosmos does not forget its dreamers. You can rest now. Somewhere, another dawn is forming faint, slow, inevitable. From the black silence, a thin shimmer begins. Perhaps billions of years from now, the first spark of a new creation will rise where this one fades. It will not know your name, but it will carry your atoms, your warmth, your dust. You are already part of it. You have always been. It's okay to drift. And so, the great return continues. Darkness folds into light. Light folds into darkness. Each holds the other tenderly, as lovers do, as breath does. What was once an ending becomes a beginning. What was once night becomes dawn. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It breathes again, slower than memory, wider than thought. You are home. You can rest now. Light still travels. The universe breathes through you. You are home. You can rest now.